Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Gloria, also known as the Sourdough Sorceress, and this is Sourdough Sorcery, where we talk about the stories, the science, and the simple magic behind real sourdough. And today we are talking about something that causes more confusion and more guilt than almost anything else in sourdough baking. Discard. Why do we discard? Should we keep it? Are we wasting something valuable? Are we throwing away the healthiest part? Let's clear this up once and for all. First, why do we discard it all? When you feed a sourdough starter, you're doing three things. You're adding fresh flour, you're adding fresh water, and you're resetting microbial balance. If you never discard and you just keep feeding, your starter doubles and doubles and doubles very quickly. You need massive amounts of flour to feed it properly. Acidity builds up, the yeast weakens, and your bread gets dense. Discarding isn't waste, it's population control. It keeps acidity balanced. It keeps feeding ratios predictable. It keeps the yeast strong. Without discarding, you don't have a powerful starter. You have an increasingly acidic jar of flour paste. Big difference. So what is discard? Let's define it clearly. Discard is simply starter that hasn't been fed, starter that's past its peak, or excess starter removed before feeding. That's it. It is more acidic, less yeast active, full of fermentation byproducts, deeply flavorful. It is not dead. It is not bad. It is not useless unless you see pink, orange, or fuzzy mold. Then it goes in the trash immediately. But normal discard, it's just further along in the fermentation journey. Now, here's where I'm going to be slightly bold. You do not have to keep a discard jar. If you mostly bake bread, if you maintain small starter quantities, if you're feeding intentionally, you don't need a growing science experiment living in your refrigerator. However, if you love pancakes, waffles, crackers, quick breads, cookies, pizza crust, then discard becomes your secret weapon. It brings tang, it brings tenderness, it brings complexity. But if you keep it, you must manage it. Store it in the fridge. Use it within 1 to 2 weeks. Stir it occasionally, and do not keep adding to it forever. If your discard jar needs its own shelf, it's time. Now, let's talk about the health question. Is discard healthier than active starter? Here's the real comparison. Active starter at peak is recently fed. The yeast is highly active, the bacteria are balanced, the acidity is moderate, and it has maximum rising power. Discard, on the other hand, is more acidic. The yeast is less active. It contains a higher concentration of fermentation byproducts, and it has a stronger tang. So what does that mean for health? As starter ferments longer, lactic acid bacteria produce more acids, the pH drops, enzymes continue breaking down starches. Discard has simply been fermenting longer. That means more enzymatic activity has occurred. Some starches are further broken down. Mineral binding compounds may be reduced further. But here's the nuance. If you add half a cup of discard to 3 cups of fresh flour and bake immediately, you have not magically created a long fermented product. The biggest health benefit of sourdough does not come from discard. It comes from time. The fermentation of the final dough is what matters most. Let's go a little deeper. Phytic acid binds minerals like iron, zinc, and magnesium. Fermentation helps reduce phytic acid. Discard, being more fermented, has experienced more acid exposure. But again, the total fermentation time of your final dough determines the final mineral availability. Discard contributes. Time completes the process. Now let's talk about gluten. Longer acid exposure begins altering gluten proteins. Discard has experienced more acid exposure. That can mean slightly altered protein structure, improved extensibility, and sometimes easier digestion for some people. But let's be very clear. Discard does not make bread gluten-free. It does not eliminate gluten. It simply changes the protein environment slightly over time. And one more thing. Probiotics. Once you bake bread at 450 degrees, the live bacteria die. Neither discard nor active starter bread contains live probiotics after baking. What you're getting are organic acids, pre-digested starches, and postbiotic compounds, which are beneficial. But clarity matters. So is discard healthier? Discard isn't more magical. It's simply further along in the fermentation cycle. If you use discard in crackers, pancakes, or quick breads, you're getting flavor in some fermentation byproducts. But if you want maximum digestibility benefits, focus on longer fermentation of your final dough, overnight ferments, cold fermentation. proper bulk rise. That's where the real magic happens. And maybe this is the most important part. Discard shouldn't make you feel guilty. Sourdough is not about perfection. It's about rhythm. Feed, use, balance, repeat. Discard isn't trash. It's transition. It's simply part of keeping your starter ecosystem strong. Keep baking, keep experimenting. And remember, the real magic isn't in the discard. It's in the time. So if today's episode helped you see discard a little differently, if you're looking at that jar in your fridge and thinking, okay, maybe you're not waste after all, then here's your next step. Put it to work, because discard isn't meant to sit there growing more sour by the day. It's meant to become something delicious. If you want simple, tried and true recipes that actually use your discard in ways that make sense, I've created 2 collections just for that. My chocolate collection is full of rich, cozy, deeply satisfying recipes that turn discard into cookies, brownies, and desserts you'll want to make it again and again. And my sourdough breakfasts made easy collection gives you pancakes, waffles, muffins, and morning favorites that make using discard feel effortless. No waste, no overwhelm, just practical, flavorful recipes that fit into real life. You can grab both collections using the links in the show notes. So instead of feeling guilty about a discard, let's transform it, because that's really what sourdough teaches us. Feed, use, balance, create. And I'll see you in the next episode of Sourdough Sorcery.